Caroline Coleman Stadium in beautiful Inglewood, California. It's Mustang Football 2014. I'm Chris Lee, alongside, as always, with Jeremy Sadowski, and we are here to bring you exciting high school football action as your Maricosta Mustangs take on the Inglewood Sentinels. The Mustangs come into this contest with a 2-5 overall record and a 1-1 Bay League record after their first Bay League victory last week against Palos Verdes Peninsula. Tonight they face an Inglewood Sentinel team that comes in with a 1-6 overall record and an 0-2 Bay League record after losses to Palos Verdes and Redondo. Of course, PV and Redondo are the arguably the top two teams right there with the Mustangs for the Bay League. So Inglewood certainly not coming into the season with an easy Bay League schedule. First three opponents are the three best teams in the Bay League. But let's see what they can pull off tonight, of course, as the Mustangs defense needs to capitalize against a struggling Inglewood offense. Mustangs, on the other hand, coming in fresh off a big win at Palos Verdes Peninsula. A 38-27 decision was their first Bay League victory. Saw good performances at that game from Jacob Severa. And one player I like to talk about, Sayoni, number 34, the tight end, has really been coming on lately for the Mustangs. Let's see if he can continue that improvement of the Mustangs offense tonight. Of course, quarterback Severa has also been getting good production still from Ben Verbruge, number 8 for the Mustangs, as well as Cole Hunter, and then out of the backfield is, of course, the return of Trey Searcy, who week by week is working his way back into this Mustangs lineup. He has been aided by Omar Morrison, number 22 for the Mustangs. The junior running back has been getting some action here and there, primarily, of course, while Trey was hurt. It was a combination of Omar as well as number 2, Josh Madden. But the three backs now have really begun to work well together, so let's see if they can continue that trend tonight as the Mustangs take on Inglewood. Of course, defense has been the question for the Mustangs. They have been getting good pressure, but they face some quality opponents. So despite situations where they've had good downfield coverage by Tate Montana, for example, their opponents have still been able to find some openings and make some plays. However, there are definitely some difference makers on that Mustangs defense. Included in that is Jawan Johnson, the linebacker, has had a great season for the Mustangs. Justice Tabai and John Quinn, as well as Michael Holliday, are all solid defensive linemen. And, of course, I already mentioned Tate Montana has been very solid at the corner position for the Mustangs. And middle, number 20, is solid in that defensive backfield. The senior is an excellent football player and has been having a great season for the Mustangs. As we can see, there is Glenn Mitchell out there with the captains, one of the captains defensively, certainly for the Mustangs, but even overall, showing his senior leadership. Of course, out there with Glenn Mitchell is number 75, Michael Holliday, and number 11, John Quinn. Of course, Dane Largent out there as well. Dane, a big loss for the Mustangs this season, but as I mentioned, number 34, Sayoni, has been filling in very well at that tight end position. Sayoni, the junior 5'11 tight end, has been making some tough catches for the Mustangs these past couple games. Mustangs are just about set to take the field. After tonight's road game, the Mustangs will be back home next week against Morningside, and then back on the road to finish the regular season against Redondo at Redondo. Lately, these matchups between Costa and Redondo have held a lot of importance in terms of Bay League standings and playoff implications. After the Mustangs' loss to Palos Verdes to open the Bay League schedule, it looks like that Redondo game may be exactly that again. But first, tonight, they have to get through Inglewood. Sentinels looking for a home spark here. After tonight's contest, Inglewood will be home against Palos Verdes Peninsula. That will be their homecoming game. And then at Morningside to finish out their Bay League schedule. And the cake is on the way. Mustangs take it and are knocked down. Taken by one of the upmen. That was Chris Hoyne for the Mustangs. Of course, Mustangs in the road, white uniforms, all white uniforms, with the green trim. Mustangs start this one off on the ground. It's a nice QB keeper there by quarterback Jacob Severa. Jacob and shotgun, it's a handoff. No, it's a QB keeper. Jacob pulls off that fake handoff, maybe about as good as any high school quarterback I've ever seen. Excellent play action. Man, I'm surprised, if anything, the Mustangs haven't run more sets out of that deception. Meantime, Severa under center on 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line, it's a handoff. It's Omar Morrison. Oh, that ball pops loose. Looks like he does get it back. Omar with a big gain right up the middle. But halfway through, that one got stripped. Luckily, he was able to keep it in front of him and recover his own fumble. Meantime, he picks up a first down in the process. So it's 1st and 10. This one is a run right up the middle. That one was to Juwan Johnson. Versus Juwan, the outstanding linebacker for the Mustangs, has been getting time at fullback as well. There is Trey Searcy turning that corner, getting good yardage on the right-hand side. Of course, I mentioned Juwan Johnson getting time at running back. Part of that was because of the brief loss to the Mustangs lineup of Trey Searcy. So it's good to see Trey back in that lineup now, and with more running backs with good game experience. Meantime, Trey gets the first down. A nice power run right up the middle. Good block out there by Jimmy Malia. It's going to set up a 2nd and 1 for the Mustangs. High formation. This one is a run right off the right tackle. Another big run. Again, that was Jimmy Malia with the lead block, really pushing the Sentinels defender downfield as Trey Searcy picks up another big run. First and 10 from the 12. Shotgun for Severa. He hands off. That's Morrison right up the middle. Gets a few yards on the play. Shotgun again. This time it's the QB keeper. So they're able to get down to about the 5-yard line. Third down coming up. Severa under center. Steps back, pumps. Now he's scrambling. He's running and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustang. A beautiful opening drive by Maricosta gets the Mustangs into the end zone as they jump out to a quick 6-0 lead. Let's take a look at that one again. We've seen Severa with the fake handoff. This time it's the fake throw. Gets the defense looking that direction and easily walks into the end zone with the touchdown. Attempt is coming up. It is up. It's high. It's straight and good. That will make the score of this contest 7-0 Mustangs with an early first quarter lead.
A 4-yard carry into the end zone for Jake Fiddler. The extra point good by David Arredondo.
That drive was nothing but rushing attempts as the Mustangs start this game off, showing that power, trying to get that run game established. Of course, as mentioned, the Mustangs rushing game should be much improved now that Searcy is back. Meantime, Inglewood on the handoff and finally brought down. Looked like number 56, Justice Tavai, involved in that tackle. Meantime, Inglewood now on the pitch. They get just past the 30, so that should be enough. Let's see, they're spotting it just half a yard shy, so it's 3rd and inches. And Inglewood will take the timeout. 5:07 left to go here in this opening quarter. The Mustangs leading 7-0. Mustangs again in their road white uniforms with the green trim. Inglewood in their more dominant green uniforms tonight. In fact, in the end, they have decided to measure. So let's see if Inglewood was able to get that first down. And indeed they did. 1st and 10, Sentinels. Sentinels again on the pitch right. Expect to see a lot of that wing T. Kendrick Johnson lines up behind center for the Sentinels. It's the pitch on the right-hand side. Oh, for a good gain. That was number 21, Dejon Tyson, with the carry. Knocked out of bounds by Jawan Johnson. 1st and 10, Inglewood coming up. Pitch again to Tyson. Oh, he's got a big haul and has himself a touchdown. Inglewood answers the Mustangs' opening drive touchdown with a touchdown drive of their own. They will go for two. And when you get the official word, it looks like it is good. That makes the score of this contest 8-7. The Sentinels jump out to a 1-point lead. Mustangs on the short return. Omar Morrison gets positive yardage. Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
For Miracosta on their 34.
And offside by the Mustangs. Illegal motion.
On the offense.
That'll set the Mustangs back 5, so it'll be 1st and 15.
1st and 15 on the 29.
Mustangs go with Trey Searcy. Cuts left and gets good yardage. Just past the 40, down to about the 44.
Yard line.
Oh, Mustangs go to the air. Oh, wide open was Jake Fiddler. But Jacob Severa saw he was uncovered, was in such a rush to try to get that ball out there. Turned out to be incomplete. Meantime, Mustangs go back to the ground.
Jets on their own 49.
Severa looks middle, throws middle, has a man, and just incomplete. It looked like Sayoni slowed up just a little bit on that pattern, and that was just enough to throw that timing off between quarterback and receiver. Incomplete. Meantime, Morrison on the ground, and he is stopped for a loss of 2. 3rd down coming up for the Mustangs.
3rd and 12 from the 47.
Severa rolls, stops, plants, throws, and that is complete right along the sideline. Let's double check where they spot it, but that should be enough for 1st down, and indeed it is. Great catch along that sideline by Ben Rouge. Perfect throw by Severa. And in motion. Severa play action. He's scrambling, he's under pressure, stops, plants, throws, and that is incomplete. Trying to hit Rouge on a crossing pattern, throwing against his body. Meantime, Mustangs now back in I formation. Severa, hands off. Morrison calling the lead block out there of number 58, Austin Norman. Gets good yardage. Morrison has been able to get a lot of work in lately, which is a promising sign for the Mustangs. Mustangs again in I formation. Severa with the handoff. This time it's Trey Searcy trying to turn that left corner and gets all the way down to the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 Mustangs. In shotgun. Hands off. Oh no, he keeps it himself. And right up the middle.
And advance to the 14.
And that will do. Sing Trio 7-8. We are back ready for second quarter action as the Mustangs trail 7-8 to the Inglewood Seminoles. Mustangs on offense. Quarterback Severe in shotgun. Hands off. And the Mustangs, Omar Morrison with a nice run for a touchdown. Just got done talking about the production of Omar Morrison, and he proves me right by getting into the end zone with a nice run on the left-hand side. Let's take a look at that one again. You can see the Mustangs get some good blocking. Sione with a good block, and after that, it is all Morrison showing and using that speed of his to turn that corner and get into the end zone. Good job, O-line. Good job, Morrison. For an after attempt. It is up high straight, and it is good. This score is now 14-8 here in the second quarter. Mustangs offense so far tonight with 2 touchdowns, both rushing, one by quarterback Jacob Severa and one right there by number 22, Omar Morrison. Meantime, Inglewood now coming out on their second offensive possession of this game. Both teams primarily keeping this one on the ground so far. That's why we've only had 3 offensive possessions after an entire quarter plus. Inglewood that time with a run right up the middle. Good tackle by Juwan Johnson. It's that tight formation. Mustangs do a great job. John Quinn right in the middle of that action. Third down coming up. Johnson under center. Pitches this time they go left. That's Tyson again with the carry. Gets out to the 40-yard line. First down. Tyson again with the carry. Stopped nicely by Michael Holliday, as well as Justice Tabai.
2nd and 7.
Second down coming up. And in motion. Uh-oh, big haul. This is going to go for another touchdown. That is Zubari Muhammad with the carry. Inglewood, for the most part, has been running sweeps to the outsides, but that time they ran that one right up the middle of the Mustangs defense and got a touchdown out of it. The 2-point conversion on the sweep to number 21. Tyson converts. That makes the Mustangs lead gone now as they now trail 16-14.
George Arias ready to
Inglewood essentially with no kicking game. So they continue to go for two and have converted both so far. Let's see if that issue turns into be a factor in this contest. Meantime, Mustangs not able to get much going yet on their kicking game. I'm sorry, their return game. High formation, Severa. And this one is a handoff to number 3, Trey Searcy, but he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Major Barbie the third comes up at the tackle for the Sentinels. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Mustangs. We're here in the second quarter. Mustangs trail 14-16. They keep this one on the ground again to Searcy. Gets a few more yards, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation. 3rd and about 5, maybe 6. Mustangs in their road, white uniforms with the green trim. Severa rolls right, stops, plants, throws, and that play goes nowhere. They had a tight end screen going on for Sione, but he is stopped right away by the Sentinel defense. Mustangs forced to punt here on 4th down. And that one takes a Mustangs roll. And claimed as he tried to pick that one up was Inglewood's return man. That one looked like may have initially grazed him as it went by, so he tried to pick it up, but the Mustangs defense was right there in his face. Sentinels coming out now, 1st and 10. Kendrick Johnson under center. Yeah, sweep right, but Glenn Mitchell and company is right there. Good job, Mustangs defense. We see Tobias right in the middle of things, as always, as well. 2nd down coming up. Sentinels try to run upfield, but instead looked like that may have been Madden with the tackle. Now it's a QB keeper left that has broken into a big play. Mac Power comes up with the tackle, but after Kendrick Johnson comes up with a huge run. But let's see, there's a flag, and it looks like it's going to be against the Sentinels, and it is. So that play is coming back. Misdirection and the deception of the Sentinels offense has been causing the Mustangs some issues tonight. Let's see if they can keep that discipline and respond and get some key stops. Johnson under center. He's rolling left. But the Mustangs are right there. Good job. That is number 85, Luke Jomini, who had Johnson wrapped up by the ankles and would not let go. Big loss for the Sentinels. And looks like the Mustangs jumped offside. Encroachment against the defense. And we are here in the second quarter. Mustangs trail Inglewood 14-16. Mustangs in their road, white uniforms with green trim. And Mustangs are right there. What a great job. Mac Power is right there as well as number 2, Josh Madden. Big loss on 4th down, forces the Sentinels here to punt. First punt of the game for Inglewood. And now, based on Morrison's reaction, looked like he may have touched that one going backwards. Was able to recover, but it looked like, based on his reaction, that one may have been a live ball. By the way, it's Mustangs ball, 1st and 10. It's a QB keeper. And using that power to literally run over his opponents was number 15, Jacob Severa. Severa's rushing attempts have increased significantly these last couple of weeks. The more the Mustang coaching staff sees his ability to sell that fake, the more they're using it. That time he uses that fake in a play action method to hit Zayone for a nice first down reception.
Making the tackle, number 7, Dion Cohill. On the near coast at 33.
That's the aspect of that fake ability that Severa has. I like to see more often is used in the play action. Instead of just using them as a running back, certainly for the health of Jacob Severa, you like to see that more often as well. But he is an effective runner and has been doing a great job with that all season for the Mustangs. Meantime, he goes back to pass, and that's complete. Juwan Johnson out of the backfield is forced out of bounds, but what a nice reception by Johnson. Of course, he started the season primarily at linebacker, but with the injury to Trey Searcy, he has been working his way into the backfield ever since then. Meantime, Severa is thrown backwards for a loss and a sack by Kevin Lucas for the Sentinels. Timeout Mustangs. 1:14 left to go here in the second quarter. To action as Severa is in shotgun, man in motion. Fakes to the man in motion, instead throws on the left-hand side. Had a man streaking open. That was number 22, Morrison, out of the backfield. But that one falls incomplete. Meantime, Severa back in shotgun. He's looking middle. Now he looks left, throws left hand. That is complete along the sidelines. Number 18, Ritz Gurka. And that will be enough for a Mustangs first down, so they take a timeout. They have one remaining.
4th and 8.
Severa plants, slips, and looks like he's about to get sacked, and does. 2 sacks for the Sentinels defense right here in a key situation. Sentinels take over, and their 1st and 10 play is a run right up the middle, stopped by Juwan Johnson.
Timeout, Inglewood.
Holiday in there as well as Tavai. Timeout on the field by the Sentinels with 45 seconds left to go. Inglewood leads 16-14 over the Mustangs. And it's a QB rollout, but Mustangs have some pressure on. The throw is up, and boy, ugly throw, but good downfield coverage by Glenn Mitchell. Glenn almost came up with the pick on that. Go back to under center. It's a sweep that is cut right back up the middle of the field, and Glenn Mitchell saves a touchdown. Kendrick Johnson with a run right up the middle was about to bust that one into the end zone, but
First and 10 on the 23.
luckily Glenn Mitchell was able to get just enough to bring him down.
Second down. Loss of 2.
Inglewood spikes it.
Second and 10.
Johnson man in motion, rolls left, stops, plants, decides to run, and is tackled. Looked like Tobias with the tackle.
Inglewood.
And it looks like the Sentinels are going to use that final timeout. And in motion, it's play action. Johnson's rolling right. Mustangs have him cornered though. He cuts up back middle. Finally knocked backwards. John Quinn in there as well as number 31 for the Mustangs. Inglewood rushing up to the ball. And they spike it to stop the clock.
Ball spiked on fourth down, thus a change of possession. Maricosta ball.
Some confusion out there on the play. It looks like Inglewood ran up to stop the clock, but they did so on fourth down, so the Mustangs take over with 1 second left to go.
Silvera to a knee.
And that will do it for this first half. Mustangs go into halftime trailing 14-16 to the Inglewood Sentinels. Stay tuned, fans, for a special point of view segment. We'll be right back for the second half.
Standing in for Miss Medina is her sister, Yorin Medina. And we welcome our homecoming king for 2014. And representing the Inglewood High School Sentinels, Miss Ashley Acosta, Miss Acosta, and Miss Sophia Mendoza. Drum roll, please.
I'm sorry, guys. How you holding up? Are you okay? Are you feeling better now? Good. Well, I'm glad you came out to see us. Feel better.
Jeremy Stowski here with BJ Bell of the LA Kiss. What's it like playing on the Kiss so far?
It's a great time playing for the Kiss. You know, I get to stay here in California. I'm from California, so I'm always having a great time. I'm from Orange County, Tustin, baby. But I love it. I love it. It's great.
What's it like playing with Bo?
It's an amazing time. You know, you get to play with your older brother. You can't beat that. You know, you grew up with your older brother. You did great things with your brother, and now I'm here right now playing live football, professional football with my brother. It's a dream come true.
And do you have any advice for kids that want to pursue a career in professional athletics?
Just work hard, go to school, because without school you can't get into professional athletics. So do it big.
All right, thank you, BJ. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Is available to answer your questions, even if they're really, really, really stupid. You can contact your nearest guest services rep wearing those incredible green pullovers that Harlan and I up here have been trying to get our hands on all season. For your health and safety and enjoyment, please comply with all Honda Center rules and regulations. Honda Center's a
This is Jeremy Stowski here with Bo Bell of the LA Kiss. What's it like playing with your younger brother?
It's a blessing, man. You know, playing with my younger brother is a blessing, man. You know, I can't, not too many people get to do that.
Jeremy Stowski with Fans Point of View and Maricosta Football. Here with some Mustangs here at the LA Kiss game versus Spokane shock? What are your thoughts on being involved with this 40th anniversary video?
It's pretty cool. It's a really cool experience. We got to do got the face paint, and that's fun. But, yeah, it's been fun so far.
This is much better than actual football. They got all this other crazy stuff going on. We need to get the NFL a little crazier.
What would you guys like to play arena football sometime, or at least try your luck on the field?
I want to try.
I want to try. I mean, I might try out to be a kicker. I've always wanted to be a kicker.
What do you think would be the toughest part of transitioning from traditional football to arena?
Falling into the stands.
It's just like, flying in the stands.
Falling in the stands. Falling in the stands and getting used to that.
Getting used to all the crazy stuff.
All the different rule changes, yeah. All the different rule changes.
This is awesome. Like, I can't even imagine. This is so really cool experience. Yeah.
Who do you think has the best face paint?
I think Angela. It's really good.
Yeah, I love Gene Simmons' face paint myself.
Awesome. I wish I had the time. Yeah. Keep it up.
Hi, kids.
Oh my God.
Hey, can I take a photo of you guys? Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay!
Thank you for your support. Congratulations once again to
And we are back ready for the start of the second half. Your Mustangs trail 14-16 to the Inglewood Sentinels here in Inglewood. Mustangs trying to get back-to-back Bay League wins after their first Bay League victory last week against Palos Verdes Peninsula. With the Mustangs facing a tough challenge here in the Sentinels. That rushing attack is very deceptive and has worked so far for 2 touchdowns for Inglewood. Sentinels will get the ball first here in the second half. That's a live football. Finally down by Bijan Shepard of Inglewood. Looked like Max Wetzel had a beat on that one. If Bijan had not jumped on it, that was a live ball on the kickoff. Meantime, Mustangs Glenn Mitchell right there amongst a team of defenders for the Mustangs, including number 81 Cameron Alexander there as well. Coming up with the tackle. Second down coming up. It's a QB keeper. Again, Mustangs defense looking sharp so far on these first 2 defensive plays. Third and long coming up for Inglewood. This time it's a sweep to number 21, Tyson. Mustang down, that looks like that's John Quinn. Coaching staff out quickly to check in with John, make sure he's okay. And he is up and able to walk off on his own power there. A little bit of a limp. Let's see if he can walk that one off. Of course, Quinn, a very important part of that Mustangs offense and defense. Meantime, Sentinels, after their first down play, it's Johnson spinning, but tripped up initially by the Mustangs, number 31, and then finally brought down by, I believe that may have been Glenn Mitchell. Second down coming up for the Sentinels. A sweet to Tyson.
First down at the 42.
Makes a couple of nifty moves and is finally brought down after a first down by Nolan Sporl. First and 10 Seminoles. They keep this one on the ground to their big fullback, who is a beast to bring down. That's number 36, David Johnson.
First down, Inglewood.
Mustangs finally do get him down thanks to the efforts by Jawan Johnson. But that will be a first down
First and 10, set.
for the Seminoles. Now it's a sweep right. Tyson is brought down. Great job, John Quinn. Able to walk off that earlier injury there and come up with a great tackle. Tackle for a loss of 2. Tyson again with the carry. Quinn again involved, as well as number 56, Justice Tavai. But Mitchell also involved. Seminoles. Oh, ball's loose. They are able to recover, but Michael Holliday comes up with the tackle. That was a very strange looking play as Kendrick Johnson was attempting to hand it off to DeJohn Tyson, but that one popped loose and Johnson almost stood there and watched it, continuing to bounce, thinking that Tyson was going to get it. Not play, but after the favorable bounce on the punt, one that works out to the benefit of the Seminoles. 6:41 left to go here in the third quarter. The Mustangs still trail 14-16, but now Mustangs with the ball, first and 10. QB keeper. Sparrow gets a yard, maybe 2 on the play, so it's second down and long coming up. I formation behind Jacob Severa, and in motion. Severa with the handoff. Trey Searcy gets good yardage. Nice run by Trey.
First and 10, Miracosta on the 20.
Shotgun formation, it's a draw play to Searcy this time, and gets another nice run. Gets out to the 35-yard line.
Carry of 10. MCHS.
4:57 left to go here in this third quarter. Mustangs trying to put on a nice drive. Searcy on the left-hand side. Big run for a first down by Trey Searcy. Flag on the play, however. So it looks like it may be against the Mustangs. Most likely this one is coming back. Indeed, this one is against the Mustangs. Racing a nice run by Trey Searcy.
Official timeout.
small, brief conversation here.
Penalty accepted for deep first down.
To make sure they got this one right.
On the
Split back formation. As things go back to the ground game, really is trying to establish a dominant run offense tonight.
the ball carrier.
That was Juwan Johnson with the carry. Got good yardage. Got about 8 yards on the carry. So again with that split back formation, this time it's the misdirection to Omar Morrison. He's able to get out to the 48-yard line.
Short of it, the 49. A carry of first and 10 on the Maricosta 49.
This thing's just about to midfield. I formation.
And up to
That
Douglas
one
to 5.
works for about a 4-yard gain. You go from 148 to the other.
Carry of 3. Second and 7.
Second down and 7 play.
Carry of 3.
That one was, I believe, Searcy.
On the stop.
Mustangs on the ground again,
Silveria.
but this time they are stopped right at the line of
Gain of
scrimmage.
1. Number 9.
It is 4th down coming up for the Mustangs. They will go for it here on 4th down. Shotgun for Severa. Coaching staff calling an audible. Severa looks left. He plants, he's under pressure, sheds one tackle, still on his feet, trying to scramble now, but I don't think he's going to get there.
Near the 41.
Knocked out of bounds at the 43. 41 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. The Mustangs turn it over on downs. Inglewood. Nice tackle out of bounds for the Mustangs. 3-yard gain. Second and 7 coming up.
The end of three-quarter time. Control remains.
And that will do it for the third quarter. Mustangs lead this quarter as they came into it, trailing 16 to 14. Both teams with 2 touchdowns each. And all 4 touchdowns have been on the ground. Mustangs got their scores by Jacob Severa with a rushing touchdown and Omar Morrison. Mustangs have kept the Sentinels at bay for the most part this contest. Both touchdowns on big touchdown runs. It's the big play with this offense that gets you. Meantime, Sentinels get about 8 on that play. And in motion, pitch to the man in motion. The Mustangs are right there. Good job of the Mustangs at the 31. Stop on Muhammad. Sentinels going for it. Muhammad in motion, ball's loose. Johnson picks it up, but is tackled immediately. What a big play by the Mustangs defense. That one, of course, was Luke Gelmini involved. Sentinels now under center. It's a sweep to Tyson. Tried to cut that one back up middle, but the Mustangs read it well. And that one will be a turnover on downs. Mustangs take over, 1st and 10. Severa throws, nice throw out of the backfield to Johnson. Still on his feet, shed some tackles, finally brought down past the 40, past the 30. What a great run after the catch by Jawan Johnson. Perfect touch on the throw by Jacob Severa. Severa with the handoff to Morrison, trying to turn that corner. He does. Finally forced out of bounds at the 10. First down Mustangs, but that one is coming back. Holding against the Mustangs. This will be a repeat of first down. Ball now spotted at the 40. Severa looks middle, throws middle, has a man, and oh, what a great catch by Sione. Perfectly thrown ball right in Sione's breadbasket. That one complete all the way down to the 20-yard play. Severa now with the handoff. Jones said he keeps it. Gets only a couple of yards on the play. Severa back in shot. Takes a snap at the play action. He looks right, he has a man wide open, and it is Luke Giovini for Mustangs touchdown. Mustangs take the lead. Let's take a look at that one again. I've been talking about Severa's ability to play action. He was using it mostly for the run, but this time he uses it for the passing game. Wide open, no one even near Giovini. Perfectly thrown ball, easy catch. Giovini is pumped as he should be, as that one has the Mustangs back on top. 20-16 currently, with a point after attempt yet to come. Here is that point after attempt. Kick is up high straight, and it is good. So the Mustangs now lead 21-16 with 7:29 left to go in this contest. Inglewood on the return. Take it out to about the 24-yard line. Take over 1st and 10. 7:20 left to go in this contest. Johnson on the pitch. Tyson stopped by the Mustangs, number 31.
2nd and 3 from the 30.
2nd and short coming up. And off to the fullback. Jomini and Tobias involved in that tackle, so it's 3rd and short coming up. And looks like they decided to measure, and they did give the Sentinels the first down, meantime on the ground. Inglewood gets about 4 on the play. Johnson keeps it.
It's Johnson. Gain of 2.
Johnson under center. Sweeps to Tyson. Turns a little bit in the corner. Gets past. Sentinels first down. 1st and 10 coming up. Johnson rolls left. Knocked down nicely by the Mustangs defense. Alexander there for the Mustangs.
2nd and 9 for the Sentinels. Ball possession on the Miracosta 48.
2nd and 9 coming up. Tyson with the carry. Mustangs there and finally bring him down. No, he's still going after Glenn Mitchell had him in his grasp. He was able to turn that corner and still get another 8 yards, but it's coming back. Penalty on Inglewood. We're here in the 4th and final quarter. Mustangs lead 21-16 over Inglewood. And Mustangs in their road. White uniforms with green trim.
Homecoming tickets are yours for $28. Homecoming dance tickets being sold for 30 cents. You have your A's tickets. Enjoy all the memories.
So we see that penalty against Inglewood. Moving them back. Good job by Luke Jomini to try and hold up there. Looks like he was able to pull it off. Luke had the blitz on, but was able to just stop in his tracks and not encroach that line of scrimmage. Meantime, it's a sweep to Tyson. Brought down nicely by the Mustangs. Number 56, Justice Tabai. Sentinels at midfield. So you sweep right again. Mustangs have taken away the big run of the Sentinels for the most part in the second half. Inglewood is getting chunks of 6 to 8 yards per carry, but they are not getting that big run. Now it's a QB rollout. Must have pressure on. Jomini forces the errant throw, and it's incomplete. Good downfield coverage by the Mustangs. Glenn Mitchell. Incomplete. Great job, Mitchell. Mustangs defense with a huge stop. They take over now thanks to the turnover on downs. Keep this one on the ground right up the middle. A big run for a first down, but the ball comes loose. Ball pops that loose, and it looks like it's Inglewood's football, and it is. Trey Searcy had a first down run for the Mustangs, but that ball was knocked loose by the Seminoles. They will take over. First and 10. 2:53 left to go. Seminoles with one last chance. Pitch to Tyson, trying to turn that corner and is not able to do so. John Quinn right there involved in that play. Second down, loss of a couple of yards on that play, so second and long. Tyson with the carry again. It's about 6 on the play. Sentinel down. Third down coming up. They sweep right, but again, the Mustangs are right there. .158 left to go. Timeout on the field. Because of the clock situations, Seminoles are going to have to get some sort of big play here. They can't keep getting 4, 5, 6 yards per carry, letting that clock continue to run and expect to get on the scoreboard. They're going to need to bust something big if they want back in this contest. Let's play action. Johnson under pressure, gets rid of it, and that is complete. Despite Gelmini with Johnson in his grasp, he is able to complete that to number 6, Kahendre Rhodes. First and 10, Inglewood. Pitch out to Tyson. Gets 5, maybe 6 on the play. Mac Power right there for that tackle. Sentinels in their hurry-up offense. Johnson takes a snap, pitches to Tyson. Leapfrogs over a couple of people, but the Mustangs right there. Kean Arnold involved in that tackle, pulling him backwards from behind. First down for the Seminoles. The clock continues to run, down to 1 minute. Inglewood making this one interesting. It's play action. Johnson scrambles, past some daylight, makes a move. Finally brought down, but gets all the way down to the 11-yard line. It'll be a first and 10 Seminoles. This one is coming down to the wire. Mustangs coaching staff decided to take this time out to give that defense a little bit of rest. Brady Lee fired up, trying to get defense fired up as well. All they need is one last stop. And the Mustangs come away with their second Bay League win. This one is Tyson right up the middle. Only stopped at about, let's see where they spot it. Looks like they were spotted at about the 6-yard line. Second down. Johnson man in motion gives to Tyson. Tyson's got a little bit of a gap there. Mustangs close it just before he gets into the end zone. Timeout Inglewood. We're right here at the end of the first quarter. This is a first down now, first and goal. This one right at the half-yard line. And a flag comes in. the officials are discussing the situation. Inglewood currently has a first and goal with the ball right at the half-yard line, trailing only by 5 points here. So a touchdown gives Inglewood the lead. With under a minute left to go here in this fourth and final quarter. Officials going over to discuss the situation here with the Mustangs coaching staff. Coach Morrow trying to get any break he can get at this point, as Inglewood has gotten this down to a very dangerous situation for the Mustangs. Coach Morrow doesn't seem completely satisfied with the results of this conversation. Looks like in the end they are awarding Inglewood a timeout. So now the Mustangs coach is going out to discuss the situation with their players. Apparently what the word we're getting is there was a situation earlier where Inglewood went to call timeout, but apparently there was an injured player on their sideline. So instead of using a timeout, the officials took an official's timeout to take care of the injured Sentinel, thereby awarding the Sentinels back one of their timeouts, which they have just now used. That was the confusion, apparently. Officials were about ready to blow a penalty on Inglewood for illegally calling a timeout they did not have, but as they conferred over the situation, they did in fact have that timeout after all. So Coach Morrow now takes a timeout of his own, wants to make sure he can get his defenders' heads back into this play here. Very confusing play, I'm sure, for the players on the field. It's a long rest between now with only 10 seconds left to go. Mustangs defenders looking for one big stop here. Johnson under center. And still more confusion here. Of course, this isn't going to help the Mustangs defenders at all. Let's see if they can shake off all this confusion out here.
Yardage on the previous play, good for a first down. First and goal from the 1.
Here comes the play. Johnson, QB keeper. Kyle moves forward and into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Sentinels. Inglewood offense practically running off the field in celebration. Gets the touchdown. What a heartbreaking way for all that confusion to eventually unfold for the Mustangs. Two-point conversion is no good. That will make this score 22-21 with only 3 seconds left to go. Sentinels ready to kick off. They've been squib kicking all game long here, and this is another one down quickly by the Mustangs. Nolensboro with the essentially fair catch signal as he goes down quickly to a knee. So the Mustangs will have one final play here with 2 seconds left to go. See if the Mustangs elect to go with the Hail Mary or with the flea flicker. As we see them bring in John Quinn as well on the offense here, trying to get that height out there. Height and athletic ability. Of course, John has played some offense, but let's see. Mustangs just had to go with the quick pitches, and it is knocked out of bounds. And the pass was complete from Severa, but the pitch back to him goes out of bounds. So this one will end with a Mustangs loss. Inglewood Sentinels beat the Mustangs 22-21.
Reminder coming up next, Sentinel Heart Seat Band will be performing momentarily. You can also get your homecoming tickets right now at the main ticket entrance. $30.
Mustangs offense tonight very much focused on the ground game. Severa very few passing attempts, although of course his big one was the one that put the Mustangs up 21-16 here in this fourth quarter, completing a beautiful play action fake to Luke Jomini, number 85 for the Mustangs. Severa also had a rushing touchdown. That was the first possession of this game for either team. Severa rushed for a 7-0 lead for the Mustangs. Inglewood scored to make it 8-7. Morrison for the Mustangs had a rushing touchdown of his own to put the Mustangs up 14-8 at that time, but eventually they fall 22-21. Here to the Sentinels, that will move the Mustangs record now to 2-6 overall and 1-2 in the Bay League. So with the Mustangs 2 games remaining, home against Morningside and then at Redondo, they got to hope for Redondo to lose to Palos Verdes, which could potentially still keep the Mustangs alive if the Mustangs can win out their next 2 games. We'll see what happens, fans. It's going to be an interesting one. Meantime, let's go down to Jeremy Sadowski on the field.
Sadowski with Luke Jomini. Mustangs had a tough loss tonight. Can I get your thoughts on tonight's game?
We fought hard the entire game. We did everything that we could at offense, defense. Our men fought hard. We all put everything on the field. Balls didn't go our way. We fumbled at the wrong time. We still fought hard and keep moving forward.
As a former Mustang, we've seen a lot of Mustang football. I'm very proud of this team. I just want to let you know that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
This is Jeremy Sadowski here in the trenches with Coach Ben. Mustangs had a tough loss tonight. Can you explain what happened down on that final drive?
Yeah, you know, our boys are doing a good job holding them from breaking out a big play, but fortunately we thought they were out of timeouts because they had called one earlier in the game, but apparently the referees awarded them an injury timeout and gave them their timeout back. So, you know, you win some, you lose some on that. We could have secured the ball and done other things to seal the deal in the game, but you know, that's why you play, and unfortunately we weren't on the better side of that today.
All right, still 2 more games and a possibility at the playoffs.
Heck yeah, we can do it.
All right, good luck.
Thanks, man.